especially when we're talking about sensuality or emotions, our woman attractiveness. There are many contradictions, so you cannot be too attractive, and at the same time you should be attractive enough. You need to be emotional, but not too much. And it's okay for society to have its expectations, but the main question is what we will do for it to actually feel happy and successful and lead in a way we want, not the way other people make us do, you know. For me, the answer was in my authenticity, and authenticity for women, I think it's somewhere in between this strong inner character, boundaries, and something really male, and at the same time in this really flexible, relaxing, slow, absolutely beautiful when we are creating an environment of beauty around. We're not that simple, you know, we're not so little emotional. We have a huge range of every emotions, and since we have it, we working with it, or we just kind of cutting the part of us and leaving it outside. We feel this conflict inside because society taught us that we kind of need to serve because it has been happening for hundreds of years, and at the same time the same society says, yes, you can do that, I believe in you. I've been blessed to be surrounded with powerful ladies in IT startups and team leadership, and I see this contradiction in a way that it's a huge opportunity to actually discover yourself, because for men, many ways have been already discovered, you know, many books have been written. Ladies' approach, then we have more questions than answers, and it gives us this exact opportunity to find our own answers. We really feel and respect immense power, but sometimes it's hard to find our own power and do not feel small in it. And femininity, I think it's about admitting your weaknesses in a way that it's actually a power. It's actually a way to give our surroundings, to give our team, to give our leadership approach possibility to be supported by other people. And this is something which we get naturally, because when you have a pain in your stomach at a certain time, you need the help of other people. And if you've learned how to ask for it nicely and receive it with gratefulness and good feelings inside and expressed out, then the world feels safer, stronger, and instead of only two hands, you're getting more hands of your friends, supporters, of your team, and then you can manage more than you can hold in two hands. You can manage as much as helpers you have. This is a huge advantage for ladies, especially in IT, in leadership digitally, in spread it around the globe teams. It's an advantage for product building and team management. Our natural state also teaches to be patient with pain, patient with growth, and being careful. And careful meaning loving and caring about what you have. And it's also an advantage. Lady in leadership can be 100% feminine, and there are no right or wrong way for that. The question here is, where is the balance between compassion and emotions and strong, cold decisions based on data? In the modern world of informational revolution, where we're facing AI blowing and informational scaling every day, streaming to our brains through social media and internet in general. In this circumstance, we are really in need of leaders which will consider something which will pump up inner motivation, which will help to other people to be better, to grow as professionals. It's not the question about money, which have been ruling all the way around the previous generations, but it's also about compassion. It's about ability to feel another person and have your boundaries between your feelings and the feelings of this person, and ability to express your position at the same time show to another person that you understand him or her. And most of male leaders, they're a little bit in the lack of these abilities, and they need a lot of training for to actually gain this understanding, for to actually uncover emotions, to actually be okay with them and communicate with it, and also express it with another people and be vulnerable too. But for women, for feminine great leaders, that's a natural state. We've been taught to do it from little age, most of us, and I think there is a huge advantage. So on time, this change in leadership, this change in society, that we're getting ladies in management, because otherwise we cannot comprehend this pressure of information. Otherwise we cannot build these actual teams where we will feel comfortable, do the job in the best way possible. I think many women disempowered by judgmental women and men, which are still holding on to stereotypes from the past. And believe me, there is no way to be too much feminine, and there are no crime in being sexy. No contradiction actually, because you already have everything what it takes to be a leader, and you can be a sexy leader, and that will be your advantage. I think this kind of leaders we do really need right now, because time for force and money motivation is actually finished itself, and now we're going to the consciousness world, and there we feel, we admit, we take care, we see a person in front of us, a soul, a huge human being, and when you have this setting inside, you already cannot rule the world only with the force and the money payment. When you talk with them on the same language, when you inspire them, when you give these emotions, when you drive it, then you're getting naturally the best experiences, the best leadership results ever. But for to do that, it's really important to embody your femininity. And many clients of mine, they have been struggling with it for many years, and sometimes they can lead a huge company, but when they meet a man in outside world and they feel their strongness and their male approach, and they somehow like it, but at the same time they cannot really take it because they feel like a little bit like aggression or something, then they needed some help with this, like how should I actually manage it? I'm not the leader here. I need to give this leader position for him, and at the same time stay myself and feminine and strong, and at the same time, like it's a lot of conflict inside. And sometimes my clients, they come and say like, Eva, you know, I have a beautiful, nice relationships at home, but I'm afraid that every time I'm making the step to my employers, I'm kind of robbing myself from wealth which my business can give me. Or another client of mine said, I fired a man today, and he's been a bad performer, but I feel bad. I just feel bad because he has a family, because I have these emotions. And yes, we always are on the edge with these conflicts, and it's okay. Listen to me, that's okay. And the power for femininity, when you embody it with you, gives you a lot of energy and knowledge of how to solve it and how to not feel bad and how to feel powerful in any situation, in the situation when you are weak too. I think this discovery of leadership, of inner peace, human approach, understanding, care, love, I think it's something which will help us on the way out from this informational blowout, AI competition, because AI isn't so compassionate, and recognizing a person in front of you, support and motivate other people, inspire, that's a power, and for that we do really need to empower our femininity and embrace our inner spirit and cancel this constant critics inside, and do not receive these critics from outside, and stick to ourselves more. See you there in your best feminine experience ever. Let me know, what do you think? Maybe there are some ideas and things